Well, one more little devo I wanted to share today. I was remembering back when originally the doctors had found the tumor in my neck, and they said we needed to do a biopsy. And the night before the surgical biopsy, the elders came over to my house and laid hands on me and anointed me with oil, as it tells us to do in the epistle to James. And as they prayed for me, they requested that I be healed. There wouldn't be anything, just very sweet petitions before the Father. But I remember as I was sitting there, I heard the voice of the Lord. And I don't hear him that clearly like that too often, but his voice broke through the petitions. And with great authority, he said two things to me in my mind. It wasn't a verbal, audible voice. It was speaking within me. And the mind of Christ said, brace for impact. And he also said, are you prepared to live what you believe? I knew that whatever they were going to find the next morning was going to be something I didn't want in my life. I wasn't sure it was cancer, but I knew it was something I had to brace for. It was going to hit me like a ton of bricks, and it was going to require a lifestyle of living what I believe, manifesting in my choices and attitude and priorities what I have believed in doctrine. And I was thinking about it. Those are pretty heavy statements. Brace for impact, and are you prepared to live what you believe? But after I heard the Lord, even with those two troubling statements, I had the most peace I could ever have. It was almost like a spiritual pain med or something. And I realized that I was so blown away that I could hear my Lord speak, that he would speak to me, that he would take the time to speak to me, that I realized that it's his voice that brings us peace, not what he says to us. And that's why some of us might not be hearing the Lord, because we're trying to get him to say what we want him to say. And we're trying to find our peace in having the message be what we want it to be, rather than falling in love with the one who speaks to us. Might I encourage you to say, Lord, I want to love your voice more than have a desire for a certain message. When I was a little girl, I used to sleep in this one bedroom right next to the living room. And we had 8 children in our family. And I was the youngest, so I was the first one in bed. And everybody would be in the living room and they would be watching TV and I'd be in bed. But sometimes my dad's voice, you could hear it through the wall. My father was saying, but I could hear his voice. And I felt like I was with him in the living room. I felt like I was safe because my dad was, God bless you.